The wall just got 10 feet higher.
Congress just passed a bill of astonishing moral cowardice. Even though the Democrats have a majority in the House of Representatives, the National Defense Authorization Act this year was a complete capitulation to the White House. In fact, the New York Times has reported that Jared Kushner basically negotiated and took out many of the provisions. Senator Sanders and I had a provision that would have ground the Saudi Air Force to finally bring the war in Yemen to an end. We passed that in the House, but it was stripped from the final defense authorization. By who? By the White House. The White House also stripped the provision to prevent the war in Iran. That was a bipartisan amendment. We let the White House strip the provision on the transgender ban. We failed to stand up for transgender individuals in this NDAA. What is shocking is that we even surrendered on the president when it comes to the border wall. We had a provision that made it very clear the president could not divert a single penny of the military budget to build his border wall. That provision is gone. Now the president doesn't have any explicit restriction to move money around for his pet projects. What else did the White House strip from the NDAA? The provision that would have forced the military to clean up toxic PFAS chemicals that are causing cancer, that are causing birth defects in communities across this country. Now, this budget has a $90 billion increase over the Pentagon baseline. $90 billion. Shouldn't we be taking these billions of dollars to provide people with free public college, to provide school lunches, to provide seniors with the health care they need? Instead, we have funded this president with more money to go to war, and this defense authorization has stripped all of the provisions to stop the war in Yemen, to prevent the war in Iran, to close Guantanamo, to stand up for human rights. We need to reassert our power in Congress to do what the people elected us to do, which is to push for progressive priorities and not give this president the money to carry out wars or to build his border wall.